Welcome back, everybody, to the greatest podcast on earth, the Meet Us in the Ring podcast. We are here today. We are full of energy. Like, what a positive day. And I'm excited, Mary. How are you doing today?
Well, guess who's sick again?
If you get me sick in Vegas, I'm going to be really mad because I
No,
haven't gotten sick all year, like all of this year and all of last winter.
I'm gonna wear a mask like 2 weeks leading up to Mania so that there's no chance of me being sick. And let me just tell you guys, hi, if you don't know, I work a day job, and that day job is working at a school. And if you want to work with kids, you better have the best immune system in the world, because I literally get sick like at least once a month right now. And it's not great. As much as I love these kids and like they fill my heart with joy, they always get me sick. Thankfully, it's just a cold this time. I'm not dying with the flu, so.
I work with adults and they don't get me sick, but I am sick of them.
Oh, period.
What's going on, everybody? Let's see who we got in the chat. We got Caden, we got Naz, Trey, Anthony, Arthur, Eric. What's going on, guys?
Yeah, if I'm not as energetic, that's why, guys. I'm all stuffed up. What's that song? It's like, I'm all sugar. But instead it's, I'm all stuffed up.
Literally, I've been up since like 5:30 in the morning, so this is going to be an interesting episode.
Girl, I'm running on 4 hours of sleep because I could not sleep last night.
Not my fucking manager calling me in the middle of our show. Declined.
Oh, no. Arthur said, Mary, just get well, okay? I'm trying. I'm emergency Alka-Seltzer. I got my cough drops in case I start coughing. Got Gator Light. Doing my best.
But what are we here for today? What do we want to talk about today before we get into our main event segment?
Well, if you guys didn't know about the title, our main event is Maddie and I will each be giving you guys our top 10 favorite women's wrestlers of all time. No, that does not mean we think they are the best wrestlers. No, it does not mean we think that they are the greatest of all time. These are our favorites. Let me say that again. Our favorites. Okay, let's keep that in mind. But there is, oh, by the way, happy Women's History Month, everybody.
Period.
And happy belated International Women's Day.
Yes,
women. It was yesterday.
It was. I thought it was today. Women make this world go round, and that's a fact whether you like it or not.
Period. Oh, period. But a movie came out and this past Friday. And it is called Queen of the Ring. If you guys have not heard about it, go see if it's playing in a theater near you. Maddie, tell us about it. I sent you check your phone.
I didn't read it. I was going through it on my walk home. I'm real sorry. Okay. But this is actually good because I'm going to read it and we're all going to experience this together. So this is the better option here, guys.
Guys, we're professionals.
So the movie, I'm sure you guys have heard, is called Queen of the Ring. Stars several wrestlers, including timeless Toni Storm herself. I knew that.
Yes, ma'am.
And this movie is about Mildred Burke. Now, let me tell you a little something about Miss Mildred, okay? She is a pioneer of women's wrestling. She is a 3-time world champion whose prime lasted from the 30s all the way up until the 50s. Miss Girl was going and going. She is known as the Kansas Cyclone because she's known for her speed. Love that. Miss Burke started her career in carnivals, defeating male competitors with her leverage and balance, which I guess they saw that as like a crazy carnival act. Wouldn't be that anymore. She held the NWA Women's World Championship for nearly 20 years. Okay.
Roman who?
Trouble
She
Tifu?
held that title for 20 years?
Mm. She was also the first female athlete to earn $1 million.
Honestly, a period.
Love
What
that for her.
I mean, what greater woman to talk about on today's episode for Women's History Month, a history maker that I had no knowledge of until I heard about this movie. Um,
Yeah.
I mean, the 30s to the 50s, that's like, way before even the golden age in the 80s, for
Yeah.
wrestling. So I'm really excited to see this. Unfortunately, I'll probably have to wait till it comes out on streaming because it's only playing in like 2 AMC theaters all the way down in San Diego. So
Mm.
don't think I'll make the drive down there to go see it. But um, yeah, I'm really excited to see this movie, and I love that Tony Storm is in it. I know there's a couple other wrestlers in it.
Camille from AEW is also in it.
Okay, period.
Mercedes Monet's former entourage. No, it looks good. I'm not gonna see it in the theaters because people have no theater etiquette anymore, and I get tired of going and people talking.
Bro.
So
Period. Or like they're literally texting like during the movie. I'm like, you're not at home on your couch. Like, and like they don't even have it on silent. Like it's like the
yeah,
I'm like, can you
like
not?
when I went to see Barbarian, someone was just on their phone behind me, like talking.
Are you serious?
Dead ass. And I'm like, huh? I literally was like,
Yeah.
am I in the Matrix? It was a lot.
Yeah. A lot of people don't have, or like they're just like talk very loudly. I'm like, you're literally not at home. Like when I went to go see Wicked, there was these annoying people in the back like
Ugh.
talking, and I'm like, bro.
I also saw Wicked in theaters, and I was so blessed that everyone was so quiet the whole time. And I think that has a lot to do with theater kids knowing theater etiquette. So
Mm-hmm.
shout out to everyone in
Yeah.
that theater.
I guess that's true. But yes, please go see this movie if you're able to support women's wrestling, support movies about women wrestlers. Because I think that's how we make change.
Yeah,
So yeah, I didn't, like I said, I didn't know anything about her before the movie trailer. And it looks like she was a certified badass. So
period.
love that. Held a title for 20 years, period.
Light work.
Literally. It was probably just because she was like, there was probably 2 people for her to fight. I don't know.
Right, and she just kept beating them, like Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan type of thing.
I kind of wish they would have cast an actual wrestler as the main character, but I understand a lot of times with those situations, they are casting an actor, not a wrestler, because, there's a lot of lines and stuff. But I feel like wrestlers now have a lot better like acting skills. I mean,
Yeah.
we saw Miss Bianca Belair in the Elimination Chamber. So
And
I
this
hope
Friday.
I hope going forward in like action movies or like other wrestling movies that may come out, they hire actual wrestlers. Like, no tea, no shade to Zac Efron. He was incredible in Iron Claw. But let's hire more wrestlers, guys.
If they can act. Like Batista.
Yes, if they can act, yeah.
Hot take, Batista is the best like wrestler actor.
I think I would agree with that. I think
Yeah.
he is very good. Like when he's in a role, that's not Dave Batista. Like it's the role. But when you see The Rock or you see John Cena, you're like, oh, that's John Cena in the role.
For
Oh,
real.
that's The Rock in the role. So I think
Yeah.
sometimes it's hard, but Dave does a good job. Shout out to Dave.
The Cabin was good. He's a good actor.
Yeah. I also we wanted to talk about Evolution 2, which there have been rumors circulating. So can you read that article piece?
Please tell me you sent me this too.
Yes, I did.
Thank God. So according to bodyslam.net, great website name, WWE is aiming for Evolution PLE on July 5th at the Mohegan Sun. Oh, is that in PA? Sick. I think, right?
This is a legend. I don't know.
Oh, okay. I hope it's alleged because what a location. Sun Casino and Resort. Girl, where did you what? No.
What?
There's no way. Mohegan Sun.
Well, skip that
Casino
part.
Okay, we're gonna go past that because consider there is plenty of talent from Raw to SmackDown and even NXT who would like to have an all women's pay-per-view event. It all comes down to booking the right talent and matches on the card. Yeah, we've been waiting for this for a very long time. It's extremely overdue. And considering
When did the first
women,
one happen?
I have
Was
no
that
idea.
2017, 2018?
I think it was
Something like that.
2018. But the fact
So
that
we've been waiting 7 years.
yeah, women's matches continue to be cut, women's segments continue to be cut. We're not showcasing enough women. I feel like it's only fair that we ask for another evolution. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I can just like see the level of talent that would be on this card, and like if they would bring like TNA people, if they would bring New Japan people, like they kind of did that for the first one. So I could see
Yeah.
it being so good, like completely elevated from the last one, because no tea, no shade, Ronda Rousey would not be there.
That was a good match though with her and Nikki. That was a good match.
Because Nikki killed it.
Well, she didn't win, so oh.
Okay, well, that's because they were on Ronda's teat. But I could see so many amazing matches happening, and we have so much more talent now than even 7 years ago. So I hope that these rumors are indeed true and that they're actually trying to put something together. I like that we're actually getting women's storylines now in WWE. I mean, with this Jade and Bianca and Naomi thing, and Naomi saying, "Yeah, it was me. I did it," and her, channeling her father-in-law Rikishi with that promo. I thought that was really
Crazy.
cool.
Crazy stuff. That was
Yeah.
insane. I think I've watched that entire segment at least like 5 times
Yeah, it's
by
so
now.
good.
They're Bianca Bell, Oscar, Bianca Bell Emmy, Bianca Bell Golden Globe, Bianca Bell everything, Naomi as well. Like the tears from
Yeah.
Naomi, girl,
Oh my gosh.
unbelievable. I just
So good. So hopefully we get that feud at Mania, and then we're gonna have Tiffany and Charlotte. We're gonna have Bianca and Io, and potentially Rhea if they decide to do a triple threat.
yeah.
Like we're gonna have some good stuff cooking. And what's her name? Alba Fire is now with Chelsea Green and Piper Niven, which that's a slay. She has both of the Scots
I
on her side.
guess I'm still
I
very
mean,
like about
it's giving
that.
her something to do at least now that Isla's
I
gone.
I
So,
guess.
but we need to end the Chelsea Green Mia Yim. We need to end it. We've done it like 6 times now.
4. That was 4 times now. Like, do we
Okay,
not?
yeah.
We have other women. Love Mia. Nothing
Love
against
her.
her, but like, you didn't win it the first time. You certainly didn't win it the second time. Why are we doing a third and a fourth time? Like,
Yeah.
just give it to her at this point.
Yeah, I think we need to try to build a different opponent for her, but things are looking up. So hopefully Evolution 2 is gonna happen. And if it does, Maddie, we might need to get tickets. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah. Break my bank account.
I'll fly to PA if that's where it's gonna be.
Oh god. Really quick, we didn't like plan to talk about this. I just wanted to bring it up really quick. What do you think about the build between Tiffany and Charlotte? Because right now I think it is god awful and it's really annoying me.
Yeah, I think they just haven't put that much thought into it. Like their promos they should be cooking. It should be, hey, like we don't Tiffany being like, hey, we don't need you anymore. We have me, and like things
Right.
like that. But she's a face, I guess, now. So like I feel like it's hard to make her be like that. But I mean, at least Charlotte should be like, you're just a less good version of me. Pull the Mean Girls quote, something.
Yeah.
I honestly think people are more interested in Bianca, Io, and Rhea than they are for Charlotte and Tiffany. So
I just like it's just every week it's just Charlotte like kicking her in the face and standing tall and that's it. They don't talk, they don't do anything. Like Tiffany is
yeah,
looking really weak.
they need to talk. They need to talk.
Like have Charlotte be like, I'm the greatest of all time. Who are you? Tiffany's like, I beat it. I'm, I wrestled your best friend and Becky Lynch and all this. Like, I can hang with the best
Yeah.
type of thing, but they're just not doing anything with it. And obviously, I'm more interested in Bianca's feud because that's
Mhm.
Bianca. But I have really no interest in this at all. I forget Tiffany's champion half the time. So
They need to have a face to face. They need to do the side by side interview type of thing. They need to do some type of backstage brawl or something. They need to add something to get people invested so that, according to Triple H, it can main event WrestleMania.
hell no, Bianca and Io and maybe hopefully not Rhea should absolutely main event night one. Night one.
You don't think that Rhea's going to be in the match?
No, I think she's gonna be. I just don't want her
Oh,
to
okay.
be.
Okay.
No,
Well,
it's fine.
I also wanted to talk just really quickly before we get into our top 10 list. Miss Saraya, formerly known as Paige, is coming out with her memoir this month. I think it comes out at the end of the month. I'm not sure the date, but it is called Hell in Boots. And I just want to read this little blurb for you. It says Hell in Boots is Saraya's real, uncensored story. From her early days in her famous and chaotic wrestling family to leaving home at 15 to forging her own path in professional wrestling, Saraya has been through hell and back. As she fought to make it in the incredibly competitive and at times sexist wrestling world, she faced incredible highs and devastating lows. Saraya recounts years of struggling with substance abuse, clawing back her pride after an ex's sex tape leaked, adjusting to stardom in WWE, healing from a nearly career-ending injury, and making triumphant return to wrestling as AEW Women's World Champion. Through it all, Saraya tells her story, or tells her whole truth in a way that she never has before. Now, some people feel like, why did she write a memoir? We have her movie, but so much has happened since then. That movie ends with her winning the Divas title from AJ Lee. So it's like that was 10 years ago, if not more. So it's like so much has happened since then in her life. And like we've seen it kind of develop over the years, and everybody feels like they know, what her life was like. But I'm actually really excited to read her memoir. As you guys may not know, memoirs are like one of my favorite things. Like they're one of my favorite things to read. I'm a chismosa. I like knowing about people's lives. So
Period. Love
um
that.
so I'm excited to read her memoir, and I'm glad that it's coming out during Women's History Month because she, if you like her, if you don't like her, she did make history in wrestling. Um, so that's just what it is. But how do you feel about this? Are you gonna read it?
No.
Oh,
No, I don't like
why
her.
not? Are you not even like mildly curious?
No.
Why
No.
not?
Look, I understand that she's been through a lot. She's been through the
Mhm.
ringer, and I'm not gonna sit here and make fun of that. I'm not gonna sit here and laugh at her. Like, she's overcome a lot. I give
Yeah.
her all her props, and flowers, and good for you for overcoming some crazy hardships and getting up after being told no 1,000 times. But hey, you're not really that nice of a person, and a lot of this. I'll keep it very light and just say I have values that do not align with things she has presented, and that's all I'll say.
That's fair. That's fair. I think just for me, like, I don't know, whenever a wrestler writes a memoir, like I want to support them. Obviously, if it's like someone super shitty, I'm obviously not going to read it. But like I
Yeah,
have, even though I'm not like a big fan of Drew McIntyre, I have his on my Kindle that I haven't read yet. Um I obviously read Becky's, even though I'm not like a big fan of her. Um
yeah.
so now I'm gonna read Saraya's. I mean, I don't know if I'll like buy it anytime soon, but um, I'll probably wait till I can get it cheaper.
No, it's
Books
cool
be
that she wrote one.
expensive, okay?
No, for real. Is there any like wrestlers whose memoir you wouldn't read because you just can't stand them that much? I'm being messy.
Um, well, so I read Chris Jericho's
Oh.
before I realized he was a really shitty person. Um,
Okay.
but like I wouldn't read Kane's. I have no
No.
interest
Oh my
in
god.
his. The Undertaker, I really don't have an interest, and I feel like I've kind of learned everything that I care to know about him through like the biography things on A&E.
Yeah.
Ronda Rousey, I don't want to read hers.
what
She wrote one.
what
I'm
about
not gonna
John
read
Cena?
it. Um, I would read John's, but I feel like I kind of know a lot of like, you know, his start and everything, like
Yeah.
because those biographies basically tell their whole life story, but obviously in the book they can add things that maybe they didn't share before or whatever. But
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I mean, if Eva Marie wrote one, I'm definitely not reading it.
Nobody is going to read that.
So
no offense, girl.
just to name a few, I guess. Is there one like okay, so besides like Bianca or like I don't know, Randy Orton, like who are memoirs that you want to potentially write a book?
Nikita Lyons is crazy cat. Cody Rhodes will be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Just like from his perspective, I think
Yeah.
Sami Zayn, Kevin
Mhm.
Owens. As far as the women, Roxanne Perez. I think there's a great backstory there that I think a lot of people don't know about, and that would be
Mm-hmm.
good. Um,
I plan on reading AJ Lee's at some point.
oh yeah, for sure. I haven't read that. Bailey, another one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those would be great.
Like, would you read like I'm trying to think of like someone like obscure, like who if they wrote
That
a
I
book,
would randomly just be
like
interested
would you
in.
read like I don't know, like Rusev's?
No,
I think
no.
Cesaro. I think like Cesaro. I would maybe read his. If Natty ever
I would,
writes one, I'm for
yeah.
sure buying that.
I would read Cesare's. I feel like he's probably got like some drama in there that he would just drop. Um,
Oh,
the
what about
Boogeyman.
your Hear Me Out, the Boogeyman?
Mary's never gonna stop bringing that up. Absolutely. That's my man.
Someone said they want to see an Oscar one.
Was it
I'd be down for
Karina?
that.
Yeah, would love
I would
that.
absolutely.
The
Um,
infamous Tongaloa. Yeah.
the the people who are going on about Tongaloa and just how great he is, I'm like, y'all, you better stop.
Omas. oh god.
Oh my god, we know Malik would.
Shout out Malik.
He would read that book in a heartbeat.
What about
Um,
no? I'm not even saying that name. He's got his own
oh no,
show. Did you see that?
on Max, I can't believe it. How
Not
did
Logan
Max?
Paul having his own
How did
show.
Max go from like producing Game of Thrones and now they're gonna produce blonde YouTuber guy?
Do you
I
think it's
can't.
just like the show is just like a camera crew filming him and he's filming a dead body?
My gosh, Maddie. We're
Banger
gonna
joke.
forever be demonetized for you saying stuff like that. And we're not even monetized, but like
Yeah, we're
for
not. That's why
future
I'm saying stuff like
monetization.
this.
Hornswoggle, would you read his?
No,
I mean,
I'm so
he
sorry.
probably have some crazy stories about stuff with Vince McMahon. That's all I'm saying.
They all probably would too. That's
Yeah.
especially Rusev, like you mentioned, because like the things that Vince would have him do is like
What? I don't know it. I don't know about that stuff.
he would make Rusev like sit and watch CJ make out with other dudes.
Oh,
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
No.
Um, I'm trying to think. Oh, someone said AJ Styles in the chat.
Oh
That'd be
yeah.
good. It's like
Oh
seeing
yeah.
the time in Japan and stuff like that. Yeah, I think like people who've been like around the block, you know, but like
Yeah.
you know, if I don't know, like if BFAB wrote one, probably wouldn't read it.
I'm like, it's so funny you bring that up. Random. I love me some BFAB.
I do too. I think
I
like
love
she
that
has so
woman.
much I think she has so much potential. I'm just saying like right now like, you know, if she were to write one, it would not pique my interest.
She is just so much fun though. Like, I'm sorry. I'd love her. Shout out BFAB. Queen.
And I love her and Mia Yim as a tag team. So
They're a tag team?
yeah.
I should probably pay
They're
attention
called.
more.
They gave themselves a name too. Let me look it up
I
really
thought
quick.
she was with the Street Profits.
She was, but then they went heel,
Oh, and she's okay.
and she's a face with Mia. So
Jesus Christ, this company.
hold on. They called themselves, well, at least Mia put this, fabulously hardcore.
Cute. I like that.
Yeah, I like it.
Lovely.
I like when teams have actual names and not just Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler.
PFC. What do you mean?
Okay, except now there's only two of them, so
Yeah.
they need to be like, I don't know. Does Zoe Stark have an MMA background?
No, not to my
Oh,
knowledge. No.
so I was gonna say they could incorporate that, but never mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, should we get into the meat and potatoes?
I think so. So how do you want to do like, because I thought it would be fun, and feel free to disagree if we did like, this is my number 10, this is my number 10, this is my number 9, or do you want to just go straight down?
No. I like that. We'll do like 10, 10, 9, 9. And like
Love that.
we'll discuss, and I
Yeah.
already anticipate judgment from everyone in the
Well,
chat for
that's just
you.
how this show goes, man.
I know. You know what? I just can't help that I like people who not everybody likes. That's always been who I am. Like when I talk about movies and stuff, like a lot of people don't like Wayne's World. I do.
What is that?
Oh, you're too young. But it's Mike Myers and Dana, I don't remember his last name. But anyway, they're like two friends. They were both on SNL together, and then they had like
Okay.
a bit, and then it became a movie. So
Oh, that's cool.
the movie is basically them two, like they're kind of like not bums, but they're like bummy, and they like they try to get into this club, and then they like watch a show, and then like the lead singer, she's like this beautiful woman. Her and Wayne fall in love, but like it's just like it's a comedy, and it's I just love it. And if you ever have a chance, and just watch it.
All right.
And like
Noted.
Malibu's Most Wanted, love that movie. Not a lot of people do. Do you know that movie?
No, you said Mike Myers, and I immediately thought of the serial killer in Halloween.
No, that's Michael Myers. This is Mike
Period.
Myers, aka
King.
the voice of Shrek.
Oh.
But anyway, I digress. I'm just saying, I've always been like, I don't care if it's good, I still like it.
Mary's not like other girls, you guys.
Okay,
No, I'm kidding.
not though. I am because I love pink.
Me too. Me too, girl.
Okay. Do you want to go first?
Yeah, sure. So my number 10, again, we're gonna preface these are not women that we're saying are the greatest. They're our personal favorites that we like the best.
The ones
Just
that we
saying.
love, that
Yes.
they have our heart.
Yes. So my number 10 is actually Naomi.
Mine too.
Yo, look at us go.
Yes.
Love that.
Yes, Naomi has always been on my list. Ever since the Funkadactyls, I just love her so much. She's a dancer. She is so athletic. She's so good. Those tears that we just saw, like she's so talented. She made a name for herself in TNA. She's fantastic.
Absolutely. She's so versatile, and I feel like there's so much to her, and I feel like there's still a lot of her that we haven't seen because she hasn't been given the chance to showcase that. So for her to be able to kind of showcase this new character recently has been really cool to see, and I know you guys have been enjoying it. So just always love her, and she's very reliable. She's consistent.
Yeah, I 100% agree.
All right, who's your number 9?
My number 9, and I'm probably gonna get hate for how low she is on here, but again, these
Here
are
we go.
my favorites. AJ Lee.
I mean, that's your list. I love AJ Lee. Period.
I was obsessed with her. I love her submission move, the Black Widow. She's obviously one of the greatest Divas champions of all time.
The greatest.
One of the greatest Divas champions of all time. And like I said, I'm excited to read her book.
Yeah, love her a lot. Incredible woman. Hope to see her back one day.
Mm-hmm.
My number 9 is actually Thunder Rosa.
Okay, period. Do you want to explain?
Yeah, she's the first woman in AEW that I have really like not I don't want to say connected with because that sounds cringe, but just like paid attention to and really followed. And the matches she would have, even though I'm not a fan, with Britt Baker were just incredible. And seeing her finally take that title in her hometown was really cool, even though unfortunately the reign didn't go as we would have planned. She is just so much fun, and she is not like the typical female wrestler that you see. She's different, and she's brutal, and she's in your face, and she's just very fun and inspiring, and I love her.
Yeah, when I saw her at AEW, I was like, okay, slay.
Love her.
Slay.
Yep.
Do you want to do your number 8?
Yes, my number 8 is Io Sky.
She almost made my top 10. She's an honorary mention for sure.
No, the chat's not gonna like that.
If we were making a list of the greatest, she'd for sure be there.
Oh yeah. Love Io. What more do I need to say? She's amazing. I paid attention to her so much in NXT because her NXT women's title run was amazing. I loved it. I think she brought out the best in so many women on that roster and gave a lot of women a chance to shine. And now she's thriving on the main roster and going into a match with Bianca Belair, one of the greatest female wrestlers of all time. So incredible.
Yep. I agree with you. But yeah, she's not in my top 10 favorite. My number 8, and you're gonna disagree with this, is Rhea Ripley.
I love Rhea.
Then why are you always hating?
Because I don't love her fans. They're annoying.
Well, Rhea Ripley has grown on me so much in these last couple years, and I think she's incredibly talented. She's incredibly beautiful. She is just the entire package. She is like the embodiment of just an incredible athlete, WWE superstar. And I love her. But by the way, this list is also based on how much would I cry if I met them.
So, I kind of did that too.
Just so you guys know, that's where I'm at.
That was your number 8. Okay, so I might get roasted for this one, but I gotta be honest. My number 7 is Liv Morgan.
Okay.
Because
at least she's on the list.
She's on the list, and you know, she has grown so much recently from her winning. Like, I remember watching her win Money in the Bank, holding that briefcase was so cool, and that she won the title, and it was just unbelievable. And it's been really cool to watch her whole transformation, her whole story, her progress throughout the company. I think she's great. I think she still has so much to offer. I think she's a lot of fun, and would love to meet her someday. So I love her. She's great.
Paul and Jonathan will never let me live down the time that I could have met her, but I took a picture with Braun Strowman instead. So
that's crazy, maybe.
I wasn't like, I didn't really know her that well at that time because she was in the Riot Squad and she was in like she was on the main roster, but just like barely. So I didn't know her that well, but I knew Braun Strowman. So.
A king.
My number 7 is Natalya. You guys know
Cap. What? Natalya made it in. Natalya made the list, Cap.
You guys know I am a ride or die for Natalya. She is incredible. She is one of the most talented when it comes to in-ring ability. You know, we all crack jokes about her mic skills, but like Natalya is such a workhorse. She is someone who is reliable. She is there for the locker room. She's a locker room leader. She is just so good. She's beautiful. And I just love her personality. When I was watching her on Total Divas, even though sometimes it was like, Natty, oh my gosh, just shush. I still loved her. And she's an absolute legend. She's a Hall of Famer. She will be a Hall of Famer.
She better be. I mean, like, Jesus.
And I'd be so excited to meet her. And she follows our Instagram. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Nishaya. Love you, Queen. So my number 6 is actually Lyra Valkyria.
Wow.
I know.
Okay, explain.
So, like, it's a crime. Lyra, I just I felt like, you know, when you watch like a wrestler on TV or just someone on TV and you just feel like a kind of like connection, like I just love this person. This is my number 6, just
Mm-hmm.
for the record. She is just like, she is like a light. And whenever I watch her, and she's a great wrestler, I mean, just throwing that out there, I just feel very happy because she's just so great. And to see her come up, and thank you, Becky Lynch, of course. We do give props for that.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
just am very excited to always see what she does next. And she's really cool. And she's been like slowly, like if you had asked me 2 months ago, she'd probably be like number 11, 12. But I love watching her continue to make history. And I think she's going to do a lot in this company. So
I'm glad you feel that connection with her because I don't know. I just don't. What?
I love the way you said that. That was funny.
No, I was serious. I'm glad you do and that other people do because like I just don't, and I want every woman to at least have some fans, you know,
Yeah.
except for certain people. Um, we're on number 6, right?
You are doing your number 6. Yeah.
Okay. My number 6 is Zelina Vega. You know what? I love her so much. I love her personality. I love her in-ring ability. I love her beauty. I love her mic skills. She is so, so good. She was a manager and then she became a wrestler, and her promos are some of my favorites because she knows how to say things eloquently and make it sting like a bitch, you know what I'm saying? Like she's so good and I love her so much. She's my Barigua queen.
You know, she has a lot that they are not showcasing.
Mhm.
And
And I
they
would
should.
cry if I met her.
And yeah. My number 5, because I'm on number 5 now, is the iconic and timeless Toni Storm.
Wow.
I love Toni. She's been on my top 10 even when she was in WWE because I loved her NXT UK Women's Championship reign so much. It was a lot of fun. It was a great way for her to be introduced, I think, to everybody.
Mhm.
And then even though her time on the main roster wasn't great, I still was rooting for her. And the fact that she's just gone to AEW and become one of the biggest stars there, and
Mhm.
everybody is literally like refreshing their social media feed to see what in the hell Timeless Toni Storm is doing next. When is she coming back? What is she going to say? It's amazing. And I hope that she's very proud of herself because
And
she's
now she's a
crushing.
movie star.
And now she's an actual movie star. So she is timeless. She is Toni Storm. I love her.
I love that. She's great. My number 5 is Miss Bailey.
Love her.
I love Bailey so so much. You know, people keep saying BBL Bailey, but she she's all natural, you know what I'm saying? And I love that. I love that she can be a face, she can be a heel, she can cut a promo. She's had a 7-year beef with Michael Cole at this point. Like she is just she's just so iconic. She was one of the 4 horsewomen. She had the hugger movement. Like she had her talk show Ding Dong Hello. And she's a true leader. And the way that she came back at SummerSlam and brought Io Sky and Dakota Kai with her and grew Damage Control, and she just is just she's just so good. I love her.
There's nothing she can't do.
Period.
And we love that. So, my number 4 climbed her way up very quickly, and this might be a little biased because I did meet her in person. But it's gonna go to Miss Mariah May,
I saw
who
that coming.
yeah. And would I have put her on this list if I hadn't met her in person? Probably, but she'd probably be like maybe 9 or 10.
Mm. I know it does change things.
It really does, especially because I'm not going to go through the entire story again, of course, because I've told it so many times. But, when I met her at WrestleCon and there was no one standing in line and she was just so surprised that me was so excited to meet her. And now she's been the AEW Women's World Champion. She's been in the best women's feud in AEW. This was back when I met her when Mariah was still like Tony Storm's lackey. So she wasn't super over yet. So she was so nice, didn't make me pay for a photo or autograph, just seeing her growth. And she's so good at being a heel. And I love her. I'm going to be watching her career forever until she isn't in wrestling anymore. She is so amazing. She really brought back my love for wrestling, I feel like. So I just
Aww.
Yeah, Mariah May
I
is
love
a
that.
cool. And is AEW Revolution tonight?
I think so.
We're gonna have to talk about that next Sunday, even though Mary's not watching it.
Well, my number 4 is someone that you had mentioned earlier.
Oh,
Miss Liv Morgan.
Oh, wow, that's high.
She has worked her way up there, going from 2019, I didn't really know her, to 2025, to her being in my top 4 favorites. I just think she's so incredible, the way that she just works her ass off, and you can tell she truly loves wrestling. She loves being in the ring.
Yeah.
She loves being there, and you can sometimes tell when someone doesn't want to be there and they're kind of just in their paycheck mentality, like I'm here for a check.
Oh yeah.
But I never get that from Liv, and she kind of had a similar thing as the Bellas, where she was working at Hooters, and then one day she went to a wrestling gym and was like, "Hey, I want to learn how to wrestle," and they took a shot on her, and it paid off. And going from being in the Riot Squad to being on her own, to being in different tag teams, she's just done it all. And I think her wrestling has improved so much.
Oh my god, yeah.
And people still don't give her the credit she deserves. So,
and maybe they never will, but as long as she's proud of herself and we know how amazing she is. Snaps.
yeah.
Okay. My number 3, you're going to clown on me. This is the one I'm going to get the absolute most hate for, but I don't care because I just unapologetically love this woman so much. My number 3 is Shayna Baszler.
I can't. I was waiting for her on the list. I was like, where is she?
No one will ever kill my love for Shayna Baszler. I don't care if y'all don't like her.
You're holding on to her NXT days, though.
Because they were the greatest day. That Elimination Chamber, she should have won the Raw Women's title at that WrestleMania. I will die on that hill, and Becky Lynch will tell you the same thing. So, oh god, that was I don't think I've ever been more in love with NXT than when Shayna Baszler was NXT Women's Champion. The first time. I think she should have lost it to Bianca Belair, which did not happen. But no, she is. I just love her, man. She's great. She's funny. If you guys follow Shayna on TikTok, she's hilarious. And no, even though I think the crowd still has a little bit of love left for her. I saw it come out when she was feuding with Ronda. They still feel a little something about her, but she's never gonna get that push. I've accepted it, but I love her, and I'll always love her. So Shayna Baszler, queen.
Well, how do you feel about the so-called beef with her and Jade?
I'd like to believe that's not true. And that these are just stupid rumors being spread about the women's division. However, and I don't want to bash either woman because I love Jade, I love Shayna, but all I will say is if I had an issue with a coworker, I would speak to them and them alone about it, and I would not go and speak to other coworkers about someone else and go behind their back. So that's just me. That's how I work. Everything's out in the open.
Yeah.
That's all.
Okay, fair enough. Before my top 3, I do want to preface these like 4 through 10, for me at least, are always subject to change.
Yeah.
because they've changed in recent years. I used to have Paige. I used to have China. I used to have Sasha Banks. Obviously, things changed, but my top three, those will never change. Let me tell
Yeah.
you that right now.
I'm glad you said
These
that because that's exactly how I feel with mine too.
these will never change. My number three is the goddess Alexa Bliss.
Saw
And
that
you
coming.
guys know I love her so much. The day that I met her randomly in Cancun, Mexico, I was on cloud 9. And the fact that she was like 8 months pregnant and still willing to take a picture with me and
Love
just
that.
having a good time watching her husband perform, and like she's just so real, despite like having nose jobs and stuff like that. But like
Yeah.
those for kind of were, I think they were for medical reasons. I don't know, but she's been through a lot, and when she writes a memoir, you best believe that will be on pre-order autograph copy whenever that happens. I love her so much.
Amen. I don't know if you'd guess my number two. Like, see if you can guess.
I know. I'm like I don't know
Yeah, she's
because
been my number two
obviously,
for a while.
well, we all know who your number one is. So I'm like trying to think who you're
No.
a girl. Bye. Um. Oh, Mercedes Monet.
Mercedes Monet.
Yeah.
There's a fun fact about me. I used to be a massive Sasha Banks hater. I could
Really?
not. I was. I mean, I'd never like go online and like bash her, but I think maybe because I was such a big Alexa Bliss fan that obviously those two had some IRL beef.
Mm.
Um, that I just like, but I mean, I would still secretly just like love watching anytime Mercedes would wrestle because she's so good. But when Mercedes left WWE, I really respected that decision. I really respected her standing up for herself, and I would stay
Yeah.
up at to 3 a.m. waiting to see her come on and wrestle in Japan and put on these matches of the year. And even though a lot of people will say what they'll say about her and AEW, I enjoy watching her be happy and do what she loves to do. And I think she's incredible, and I love her so much. I think she's very inspirational. I think she's very hardworking, and I think she's earned every single thing she's gotten. So Mercedes Monet, love you down.
Yeah. I I honestly forgot that she wasn't on your list yet. So yeah,
Yeah.
I knew she had to be number two. Um
I also really love saying Mercedes Monet.
my number two is the woman who made me feel like I could also be a badass, and it was okay to be a tomboy and be a little rough around the edges. You know what I'm saying?
Not really, because you're very girly, but yeah, fair enough.
Well, yeah, but now I'm in my soft girl era now. But that is Lita.
Okay.
Lita will always be in here. Um, when I saw her with the Hardy Boys doing things that a woman shouldn't have been doing at the time, like it just made me feel a type of way like that chick is a badass and I can be that too. So, and
Yeah.
she was my favorite for a long time.
Oh,
She was
I
my
bet. Yeah.
number one for a long time.
She's a legend. She's an icon. She always
Yeah.
will be.
She
And
is the
that's
moment.
props. She is the moment. Well, guys, it's number one time, and now we all
Mhm.
know what's coming now. So, without further ado, my number one, we already know, is Becky Lynch, you guys. And I'm just so excited. It's Bianca Belair, guys. I'm sorry. I just thought I'd throw in a little funny joke there.
Nice
Uh,
try.
yeah. What more needs to be said? Bianca Belair, Bianca Bella Oscar, Bianca Bella legend. She's the greatest of all time. She is the greatest women's wrestler in the world, and she should be champion for the rest of history. Amen. And I did meet her. Yes, I did.
Yeah, I mean, I think we all kind of saw that coming. No shocker there.
No, I will defend that woman like anything she does. I would defend it.
You what's the phrase? I'm trying to think of the phrase. Hold on. You support her rights, but you also support her wrongs. There we
Yeah,
go.
Bianca Belair can do no wrong. That's the thing.
I don't know. Some people still think she was involved, but
Which is crazy because, like, did you not watch the segment?
yeah, but they could just be playing. They could just be like,
Girl.
I'm just saying. Just saying.
Bianca Bell legend.
Well, this should come as no surprise to
Uh-huh.
anyone. But my number one is and always will be Nikki Bella, the longest reigning Divas champion, the entrepreneur, the I. What?
Of what?
What do you mean? They started a wine company.
How's that
They
going?
started a clothing brand. It's actually going very well, I believe.
Good.
They have started like different shows. They are executive producers, etc.
Okay.
I love Nikki Bella so much. I don't know, like literally from the moment that I saw her wrestle, because I didn't see like the early times when her and Breeze like just started. Um, I think the first time I saw her was like 2014, maybe 20, yeah, like 2014. Um, Ever since then, I just thought she was so incredible. Like I loved the fearless Nikki. I loved her finisher, the rack attack, and then the rack attack 2.0. Like if I ever became a wrestler in some crazy universe, I would use the rack attack in honor of Nikki Bella. And then seeing her on Total Divas, like she just she I don't know, she was just incredible and I loved her strength. I relate to her being half white and half Mexican and not really having that relationship with one of your parents and that kind of stuff. Like I just relate to her on a lot of deeper levels. And I always thought that she was good in the ring. I think it was the right person, the wrong era. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
feel like she could have been in this new era with these women and she would have been killing the game. So I just love her with my whole heart. And Nikki, if you ever see this, I love you. If I ever meet you, I will sob. So
A very, very strong woman and nothing but flowers. Period.
yeah. So those are our top 10 favorites. And again, happy Women's History Month. All of these women are history makers, and that's just a fact.
That's right.
And
I hope you guys like our
celebrate
lists.
yeah, celebrate women's wrestling, celebrate the women in your life, celebrate women wrestling content creators, podcasters, all that good stuff. Go see Queen in the Ring. Maddie, do you have anything to say before we head out?
Well, since we're talking about women, at least we're not talking about Logan Paul.
Make sure you guys follow us on Instagram and TikTok, and we will see you guys next Sunday.
Love
Bye.
you guys.